Zestiria, I'm back here with Tales of Zestiria, where I have just 2 notes that I will rocket through at lightning speed. Here we go! Lila and Dezel both got a mystic art, or, you know, like an art they can chain into a mystic. Lila's being Concerto Infernus, and Dezel's being Brutality Drive. So that's cool. Oh, wait, no, wait, hang on, wait. Right, no, well, it's not an art they chain it. Right, in this game, that doesn't work like that. In the other games, it did, but in this game, you just do it from martial arts. Any martial art. Cool. Got it, right, yes. And the second thing was, I just can't wait till we get a Lord of the Land unlocked around here, because I want to just try and build an entire set of gear with one skill to have it stacked to the max, like, I mean, the obvious one being Invalida, but also one's for like reducing stagger time, and not to mention like the status capability ones. Like I think poison. I still need to do some testing to see whether poison or burning is better in terms of just doing a hell of a lot of damage without you having to fight them, because that's really good for bosses. But then also for Lila, say if I gave her fire attack power plus 10%. And, like, all of her arts do fire, or a great deal of them do. And also, it does tell you explicitly which ones do burn around here. I was being silly when I did not earlier realize this. Or if we knew we were going to go up against a dragon, to just have a set that's, like, entirely dragon damage, then you're doing, like, 2 or 3 times the normal amount of damage on them. That would be super sick. But it's hard to build them because they want me to get rid of my gear so that I can, like, drop more. It's just a thing I need to practice and balance a bit. And in between last episode now, I've ground up a bit. We're all like midway through level 25. I think that's an advancement since last, at least since episode 29, maybe not 29A. I think 29A I haven't played since then. And I learned some new skills well, I don't know if they were new skills, but Lightning Tiger Blade is freaking awesome. And I swapped out the water one for Frozen Shade, which is very similar, except it's ice, and ice is cool. So in short, there's a lot of new stuff. I also found I was grinding and got like a hell of a lot more gear, and I was doing this thing where I was like dancing between, equipment to get proficiencies to max so that forging stuff would be easier. I didn't do too much forging all the same, so I've still got a lot of junk in my inventory that I should be clearing out, but
there's a lot of gold lying around out there.
There is, you know, it's a big wide world with a lot of money. Just waiting for it to be picked up. Anyways, we're heading to Pendrago now to go to the Knight's Tower, see what specifically Sergei's plan is. I hope it isn't just, I'm gonna shove you in front of the Cardinal and see how they take to you. She takes to you. Did I get a new scabbard? Hold on a second. Do the different weapons have different scabbards? Oh my god, they do! That's badass! So we've got a bit of skill variety here and there. There's still not a whole lot of method to my madness as it stands. A few cool skills here and there, like I've double stacked the forest, so when Edna, our tank, is blocking, she gets a bunch of blast gauge, which is dope. And she gets 2 iron stances, for instance. But it's a lot of guesswork at the moment. I gotta really actually practice with them and see which ones I want. Sorry, I know I'm saying that a lot. I gotta like figure out what to actually do instead of just guessing. But it will take time, and it will be much better when I actually have a Lord of the Land, because I forget how exactly the Norman can add skills. I think maybe you spend grade to do it, but I gotta have one unlocked. That's the second I unlock anything in this game, it moves me to a new area and I lose all my progress. So the second I get a Lord of the Land over here, I will finally start to understand this system 25 levels into the game. Anyway, time to go. We haven't been over really to the side of the city, so there's gonna be stuff we haven't seen. I guess this is the Knight's Tower? That won't be it. He said it was pretty nondescript. Oh, maybe this here? Hello. The atmosphere in town feels kind of stagnant. Must be all this rain we're having. It's been so long, I'm beginning to forget what the sun looks like. It's orange and a big ball! Well, I don't know, I guess the color is maybe not explicitly orange. Hello! Geyser! And what's that? Another S skill. SC recovery when damage received. Very interesting. Just throw that. Well, actually, the ones that don't have a skill on them are very useful, because then you can use them to merge without losing any good skills. So let's put this on one that already has a Blarb! This is going on the Blarb umbrella. Thank you. We gotta have damn near all the S's now, don't we? I'm guessing this isn't the Knight's Tower, because it does not look like I'm allowed entry, because there would be a yellowish, greenish diamond, mostly greenish, on the map, which I do not spot or spy. Oh, this is kind of a weird little district. Looks like it would be a commercial district, except no one's open. Maybe they're just very nice houses. I wish the Cardinal would magic up one of our miracles and sort this whole mess out. So do we all, except for me probably, because I maybe am not entirely aligned with the Cardinal. I kind of want to judge for myself, but it seems like if she's employing Hellions and all this junk. Ooh, is that a monolith? Not a trace left, Damn. I just know the church is behind it. If only we had proof. Trace left of what? A murder? What is with this bridge up here? Just for the monolith. Cool. Don't mind if I diggity-do. There's no time limit for armatization, but if your damage gauge is depleted, it will not be restored until you armatize again. Oh, the one that gives you like extra damage on the weaknesses or whatever. And your blast gauge recharges faster in the normal state. Right. So if you're not gonna die, then you go back to normal state, get a bunch of blast gauge, then swoomp back again. I went the wrong way. Apparently this is not where the Knight's Tower is. Oh, both of the exits actually lead to Castle Diocese, so I guess the Knight's Tower is close to there. Which makes sense. Planned. Yoink. Focus. Soaring ahead. To the castle we go. Zing! Pretty barren little plaza here. I guess this is all just part of the castle. Whoa. Man, this place is big. What do you need all this room for, eh, Pendrago? Oh, cool. There's like a little presentation grounds or something. I bet they have some scrumptious herbs. I bet it is. It's just gooey. A failed mixture was turned into a sort of half-liquid, half-solid goop. Maybe alive? See, I would ask how you got with that, but I've had similar products whenever I've attempted to make food, so I understand all about that. Ah, was there a chest on the other side? Ah, this banner prevents me from going here, and they decided it would be helpful if they had a little X sign over my head, so that I was sure. Has that always happened if you walk into a wall and I just never noticed? That's weird. We be gathered here today, fair citizens of Pendrago, to address the exceedingly low number of herbs in the ground. I, Saray Von Herbeater, hereby declare, plant your goddamn verbena in the ground so I can feed it to the lolly. So one would guess this is sort of the front gate, if you will. Meaning I guess we don't want to be there yet, anyway. Ah, Knight's Tower, there you are. Sorry, just getting my bearings, having a look around. I take back everything I said. You're great. Pendrago, our defense, Mikleo. You know, while we're just walking around in town, why don't I start building fusion points, just so we can use that way later whenever I decide to. When we're actually in a bind and start dying, then I suppose it makes sense to put it back on health maintenance, but I may as well have it on fusion all of the rest of the time. Ah, but then you could build it for health maintenance? Nah, it's already at a good level, so any levels above it is fine. A king of cakes. A perfect balance of cream and strawberries. Not sure I've ever actually had strawberry shortcake. I've heard so much about it. Those without permission cannot enter the castle. This damn weather. You should hurry home and get yourself dry before you catch a cold. I don't have a home. They kicked me out to go be an adventurer. Slash, I kind of went of my own volition, I suppose. Knight's Tower, yonk. It isn't very descript, but it is marked on my map. That's helpful. Nice place you got here, Sergey. Ooh, are those apples?
This should be a better place to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Did everything go okay? Can we get in the church?
Have the preparations been made?
I secured the permissions, but after that last incident, I'm afraid we're likely under high scrutiny.
So we should wait a month? Or
So what
what?
else is new? They weren't big fans of us in the first place.
Yeah, good point. We've got nothing to hide. Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, if this is our plan, then we're gonna go through it regardless.
Ever since Rose joined up with us, I feel like Saray has become so much more proactive.
You think?
Too bad it means that much more trouble for us.
You're welcome to stay behind, Mikleo.
Thank you.
It was my decision to begin with. And besides, I've really wanted to see the shrine inside the church.
This will be really exciting, aside from all the mortal
There's
peril.
something about you that reminds me of the Pope. He too would never hesitate to spare expenses for the sake of his people.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh boy.
Too bad he's gone.
Masochist.
I see.
You got a problem with masochists, Sedna?
I pray that the Seraphim will
That would explain why
we're
we're always button heads.
But Captain, it's been 3 days since last we heard from Boris after his infiltration. I believe we should hurry.
The what? 3 days?
Boris.
The rain may be affecting our food supplies, but I shall prepare our famous Drago stew for you.
Ah, I see you're taking a page from the
Aren't you
Lila
least
school
bit
of
concerned? He's your only brother.
changing the subject.
I do not wish to burden you with my troubles any more than I already have.
It's good. It's kind of what I do.
Rest
Don't
for
worry about it. You seem pretty fine with burdening me with your sword. Sorry.
We will.
Sure.
Thank you.
We can investigate your brother's weird disappearance after, though. You know when people can only go without water for about 3 days? We should probably... This is like the time to act. Sergey's a nice guy. And with good taste, too. That inn's not cheap. Wait, which inn did you say he was going to set us up in? The inn faces the Fountain Square, right? Yep. To tell you the truth, the sparrow feathers hole up in there from time to time. They serve you that smile and rustle up a mighty fine plate of food. Oh, we're gonna go stay at the inn we were already at? Sounds cool. I do not wish to burden you with my troubles any more than I already have. Please, just rest for now. Sure. Many of our ranks went missing in their investigation of the Cardinal. All of them were competent knights. One starts to wonder. I think one's past the point of wonderance. Boris is Sergei's younger twin. He's always doing his utmost to support his older brother. Oh. He was. No, sorry. Maybe I'll save that thought. Wow, look at the spears. Cool. Please refrain from entering here. You know, Shepard, not all members of the Night Squad feel the same as the captain. You do well to remember that. Okay, I'm sorry I made that crack about his little brother. It was just a joke at someone else's mortal expense. Boris is the captain's younger brother. He's always supported his older brother, both in the public and private spheres. He was a talented knight like his brother, but he left to aid the search for the Cardinal, and now... There are lots of others like him who have gone missing too. Hope he isn't a hellion. Apples! Yoink! The duty to advise the young emperor should not fall to a single party, be it the Knight Squad, the Church, or any other body. It is times like these that Pope Messedra would know what to do. Yeah, a good leader seeks counsel from all angles. If anything, Captain Sergei is only overly earnest, but that's why we all stick with him. Yeah, I think I would be cool with following a man like that. You're a cool dude, Sergei. I'm gonna go sleep again.
Sergei sure seems like a good guy.
Right?
He is. Though I fear he may be a bit too genuine and sincere to command the knights.
Disagree.
I agree. I hope he has what it takes.
We've got plenty of worries of our own. Let's not get hung up on other people's issues.
Right. I mean, even if it causes him problems, I'd vastly prefer that to someone like, what's-his-face, General Landon. Hoodwinking all of his subordinates, turning into a giant bear with a scar. They're just not good qualities. This is the end they were referring to, right? Well, it's time to stay again, I suppose. Was he saying we should have the stew? Ah, he's paid for it already.
Now that was a meal.
Diggity dang. Bless you.
Hey, learn some manners.
Excuse you.
You sure can eat.
You ate the same
So
amount
can
she
these
did.
two.
It was surprisingly good. I couldn't help myself.
Drago stew, 85 points.
Out of?
My policy is
Great.
eat while you can. It's been ingrained in me since I was a kid. That's the law of a soldier.
And since I never give you guys snacks, I guess that's a good point.
A soldier, huh?
Soldier, aren't you and your buddies in an assassin's guild?
Well, you know, it wasn't always like this.
Didn't know, actually.
We
How
used
was
be
I
just
supposed
a
to know?
band of mercenaries. Not to brag, but they called us the best on the
Oh,
planet.
okay. They were mercenaries. Because
Is that right?
Lila said something about Dezel watching over a group of mercenaries, and I was like, but aren't they assassins? Merchants?
That's it for me. We've got a job to do tomorrow.
I guess you don't want to talk about it. That's fair enough. Sorry, didn't mean to bring it up.
Is Rose's band of mercenaries the one you mentioned before?
The Wind Riders, I believe.
I think I've heard of them. The tale said just 100 of them could scatter a force of 20,000 men and capture 3 castles in one night.
That's way too specific to just be an exaggeration.
Yeah. They were a legendary band of mercenaries. It's no wonder Rollins itself was their primary employer.
That's also interesting information. Huh.
They sound crazy strong.
Strong and loyal. To the point that even the Emperor of Rollins trusted them like his right-hand man. Isn't that right?
That's absurdly whack. That's pedigree
It's
right
true.
there.
Was true. But then, the Imperial family of Rollins ended up stabbing them in the back, along with the very one I'm seeking vengeance against.
Do you want to tell us who that is before we get too far and we find out
Family
it's
joined
Sergei's
forces
younger
with
brother or
Rollins?
the Cardinal or something, and you
Isn't
cause
that
problems for us?
surprising?
I guess not. People and Hellions aren't separate entities after all.
Except for when they aren't made of people, I guess.
Very true. You can even consider them 2 sides of the same coin.
In fact, if the Cardinal's power is somehow linked to a Hellion, things start to make sense.
Like the Hellion that was in the square? Oh god. Dazzle
It
didn't
looks
seem
like
happy
Rose
to
snuck
suggest
out
that.
through the back.
What?
Can't take my eyes off her for a second.
Hey, Dazzle!
Where is she going? Please don't leave the party. I so desperately need to play as a character I know how to play
An
as.
assassination.
Who? And was she asked to do it by herself?
Either way, this is bad.
Oh no. I don't like the sound of this. There's a star over here. Oh, they want me to go in the upper level, I see. God, I was just there. How do you get up to the upper level? Right here. Hi. I guess I'm not really in a position to be complaining, but walking around all night on a rainy night like this really puts a chill in my heart. I have a situation here. I'll talk to you later. Don't know why I actually stopped to talk to you, in fact. Maybe I hoped you would tell me that Dezel and... Well, I guess you wouldn't be able to see Dezel, but...
What's
Hi.
wrong? Why are you all here?
You ran out away and then Dezel freaked out.
That's what we want to know. Where were you going?
Oh, just taking a walk. Thought maybe I ate too much.
You don't have to follow every whim that pops into your head, damn it.
And you don't have to grouch all the time, Dezel.
We thought you might have ditched us to go assassinate someone.
Not Not yet, silly. That comes later.
No fun.
It's from someone who lost their son in the war that just broke out. Kill the one who started the battle. The invasion was proposed to the Emperor about a year ago, in documents bearing the name of Pope Messedra.
Huh? You're gonna kill the Pope?
Hold on. How do you know someone didn't just use his name? I thought he went missing after all.
Maybe. But then again, maybe not. It's awfully close to the time he went missing. We'll have to investigate further.
And what if we find out that he's bad?
If it's evil, the scattered bones slay it.
Fun.
If it's the Pope?
The Pope, the Emperor, even the Shepherd.
You don't have to worry about that one, Rose. I've got little green horns of goodness.
Oh,
I'm the good guy.
Inappropriate?
It was a little terrifying. I don't know, inappropriate's the word.
I'm not a fan of that last part, it's true.
It isn't like we walk around all stabby. We make sure what kind of person our target is first.
Yeah, well, you know, I've seen you threaten a child. I'm not sure
I think I understand you better, Rose.
Do you now? Well, that's good.
Assassins be assassinating.
I'm starting to understand, too. Why she bears no malevolence, that is.
Because she's too straightforward in her belief.
Because she's as nuts as he is?
Rose would certainly never tell a lie, that's for sure.
I mean, she did when we got into Lastenbell.
It's in her blood.
I want one of these times that Dezel says something like vague like that.
The type of person who would just up and start a war?
That's certainly not the impression of him we got from Sergei.
He's the de facto leader of a powerful country. He's probably got more layers than you'd think.
I want one of those times that Dezel looks over and is like, I remember a time when she wasn't like that or whatever. For Soraya would do something would just be like, can you just tell us? Just tell us everything. God damn it. Shut up. Do one or the other. Oh my god, Lila builds fusion points like mad. This is great. I guess you do need to fuse a lot. Yeah, although on the one hand, I'm like, oh man, that's so cold and like a vicious thing to say, but it also is incredibly honest. So I guess there's sense to that. Good-hearted assassins still be killing folks and all. I just feel like it's hard to make too many snap judgments about things we don't know a whole lot about yet. Did she say she had a contract, though, from someone who lost their son in the war and was pretty sure the Pope started the war? Is that what I heard? Unaware of Dezel's situation, Rose has received a request from a victim of the war to assassinate its instigator and is planning to investigate the Cardinal for her own purposes. If it's evil, scattered bones play. Her pride and worldview all stem from her earning goodwill, but for Soraya, who doesn't like the idea of Rose being a killer, it's difficult to come to terms with. I feel that as well. Not that it's obviously well within her right to not change that. Just because I don't like it. And Soraya, for that matter, but just leaves a prickly feeling in the gut. Anyways, I feel like with the Cardinal and the Pope, there's just far too much mystery and conspiracy surrounding all this to make snap judgments about whether someone deserves killing or not, you know what I mean? Especially in such a state where, well, I guess Rolance was the one who invaded Highland, but people are still suffering, so to take away their leaders at a time like this, is it fair to them? I'm not sure. Where the hell are we going? The Shrine Church, which I guess is in the castle. Is it not? You know, I'm not sure they actually ever said, but I'm gonna go try and enter the castle and hope it's there. I mean, we're in the castle, but like the proper side of the castle. Diocese, which is this way, right? I'm expecting. But why did she suddenly leave like all that? Like, did she have like an inkling that she was supposed to meet someone up there? Or what?
Well, that was easier than we thought.
Yeah, Sergei really fudged that for us.
Sure looks like a small crowd.
Ah, they must be wanting me to reprise my role as orator of the please plant more herbs regime. Oh my god, look at all these pews. There's gotta be a Norman hiding in here somewhere. I'm turning on the Norman thing just while we're in here, just in case I run by one. Hey there?
Can you tell me the names of the Seraphim who hold the utmost power, known as the Five Lords?
Is that Chris Hackney again? Or am I losing my mind? Probably.
Museth! Oh, and Eumacia!
It's already more than I know. Oh my god, you kids are prodigies.
Now, can you tell me the name of the last one? The Seraph who's worshipped here at the Shrine Church?
Bob! Oh god, they all know that one. That meant something to Lila and Edna.
That's right. Mao Tellus is the Seraph.
The music is like weirdly intense right now.
Glenwood Continent, his blessing.
Oh, cool.
The Seraph worshipped at the Shrine Church is Mao Tellus?
The Five Lords, huh? Big movers and shakers.
Whatever that means.
Mao Tellus would know something about how to stand against the Lord of Calamity. He's got to.
Yeah, but I don't think he's here right now. You seen how relevant this place is?
Well, he's the leader of the Five Lords after all.
Is that 5 lords?
You must be Soray. Welcome to the Roland's Church headquarters.
Hi.
I heard you were to visit. Please, come on in.
Sure. Not gonna be any poisoned dinners this time. No one's gonna try and jump down from the ceiling. Monsters aren't gonna start splitting out of people's chests. The last time I was in a place like this, it wasn't nice, is all I'm saying. Hey kids, eat your green vegetables. Don't fight the monsters after dark.
It's more magnificent than I'd even imagined.
Yeah, it is pretty dope.
The architecture definitely dates it to the height of the era of Asgard.
He says, fitting a bit of this holy air into a bottle. Yeah, that's the last thing I'm gonna do, Rose, don't you worry. God, look at this emblem, though. It's more spectacular than I'd ever dreamed! If you faint on me, I'm punching you again. Thanks. What, as in if I literally faint onto you, or as in just if I faint in general, you're gonna punch me? Because that seems like an overreaction. I'm gonna open both doors. Who knows if there's something special in one of them. Alright, I'm just wasting time being an idiot. Okay, yeah, it's pretty dope. Who even has time to pattern the ceilings like that? Magnificent, really. Just checking to make sure no people hiding in the rafters of every room we go into. I think that's a reasonable thing to do. Look at the fusion points just racing up. God, I should have been doing this a long time ago. Actually, I'm curious. For one that has like a bunch of proficiency already, how much does it cost to fuse? Say these calcite weight coast. Not that I intend to do it. 10. Okay. And for one I haven't trained, for the one where I haven't trained with either of them, it's 23. Cool. I understand why you would want to build those a lot. And fast. It just says raise level to boost fusion points. I don't know if it means max fusion points or the speed at which they build. Huh. Maybe it means it builds like 2 per go or something. There's a save orb there, but there's also a star right in the middle of this room, and I fear that the second I try and get close, it's gonna run to the middle, and I won't get a chance to save before something terrible and awful happens. I'm just gonna skirt around the edges. Don't mind me creeping towards the save point. Everything is fine. Nobody panic! Ah. Wow, what does it say? I can't read. Hi.
This inscription concerns the trial of the shepherd, and the spiritual powers he obtains upon clearing it.
Ah, so this is where we're gonna learn about the first trial then?
Could the spiritual powers
I thought we were gonna meet the Cardinal.
be real?
Buzz, 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 buzz. Be real, real bees. Oh, bees everywhere.
Alright, so
Just possibly.
maybe. Got it.
It's like the lettering's meant to tell us something.
As words tend
But it's
to
also
when they are
rich.
written.
It must be some kind of code.
Oh, I see, okay. The lettering wants
Well,
to
it
tell
does
us something.
involve sensitive info. Maybe there's a hint to crack the code somewhere.
Hey,
I'd like to read it
what does
myself.
the big rock thing say?
That's what we're trying to figure out. Oh, you're asking
I'm
them.
afraid I'm not really sure. The inscription is written in some sort of cipher, and the key to interpreting it is handed down only from pope to pope.
Ah, so you want us to go rescue the
So
Pope
I
before
guess
we
we'll
can
have to get the
see
Pope to
this.
read it then, huh?
Right. Or we could just pull it. What? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Big oh no. Why are you a statue? What is going on?
Wrong. Let's get out of here.
Run, 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 run. Gotta go fast, go fast, go fast, go fast. I don't know.
It's a
Rose.
Hellions domain, just like when we fought Heldalf.
Who was that? What the hell is going on here? Oh no, I'm afraid. I'm just gonna sneak by you if it's. Are you the Cardinal I've heard so much about?
Going home already, shepherd?
That was the idea!
I am Cardinal Forton of the Church of Roland's.
Nice to meet you, bye!
This domain, is it yours?
I'm about to throw up, please let me go.
Ah, so you can still move. Why don't you lend me your powers? For the sake of the people, of course.
Alright, I have an opinion on the Cardinal Fortune, I've
They asked
developed
me the
one.
Same thing in Highland.
And they actually blackmailed
I
me into it over
myself
there.
The equal of a Philistine like Bartlow.
I'm starting to think maybe you two are
Sounds like
exactly
something
the same.
Philistine would say.
Yeah.
Charming, but sticks and stones and so on, young lady.
How about knife and face
she's
and go away?
I have but one wish. To see my empire overcome this tumultuous era of chaos.
Ah, threatening people's probably a good way to do that.
A task only possible if the people are united.
My thoughts also.
But Roland's
We
is
should go
far too
unite them.
expansive to unify the people through mere patriotism alone.
I don't know that that's accurate.
Shepherd, Do you
It's
know
worth
exactly
trying.
what it is that the state has used for eons to keep an entire country in line?
Threats? Like you? I don't know. No.
Is it faith?
Yes, faith. It is the belief in their own salvation that inspires in people the greatest sense of unity when they band together against outsiders who share different values. Meaning that my church itself should serve as the cornerstone for all of Roland's.
I think you're like uniting
your mind.
on the beliefs, not against people. I
It
think
is but the vision of one
you're
who
like
found
half
people.
on the track there.
With the name and power of the Shepherd, more people than ever can be brought to salvation.
So what do you want me to do? Dance
We should
around
cooperate
and say,
with the Knights.
join the Church of
Will that
Rollons!
really be what's best for everyone?
I would welcome their efforts if they would simply bend to my will and do as I command.
Ah, that sounds like someone who wants to help.
Even if they are a pack of loutish meatheads who can't figure out that their Pope abandoned them.
Wait a minute, the Pope just ran away? You didn't have him locked up?
I am not a street thug, child. The Pope, Cedra, I should say, left of his own accord.
I'm not a street thug.
Abandoning
She says,
his
backing
duty
us
to
into a
both
wall
Empire
and threatening
his
us.
followers. What, pray tell, would you call such a man?
Well, I'd meet him first and judge for myself.
Pretty irresponsible. If what you're saying is true.
Yeah, well, fat if, giant capital,
Irresponsible is one
italicized
word, and
if.
Still, there are so many fools out there who trust in such a coward. The Knights, for example. In order to bring the people together, we must find Macedra and give him his due punishment.
Well, at least find him.
Punishment?
Yes, the same punishment that befell those uncivil enough to mistrust me.
Then we have a problem. We need the Pope to tell us the meaning of the inscription.
Well, I think we should at
Why?
least
Cooperate with me, and it won't
try
be
him
necessary.
before just being like, well, he ran away, let's execute him.
I need to know. No matter what.
Ah, I see. That's very unfortunate.
I don't like
So
the tone
then
of your
you mean to
sentence.
say
You're gonna bring something to kill me.
We're
Ah, no,
going
don't hurt me!
that you reject my vision!
Yes, I reject your vision! Please go away! Whoa!
Let's go!
Thank you for coming back. Oh, thank God, I thought it was gonna be a scary fight. I appreciate that, Mikleo. Wait, you could teleport us? Why the hell have we been spending gold on fast travel? We're not invisible, we're gone.
What?
Oh wait, maybe we were invisible. Nah, well, we didn't leave through the door.
They broke
So,
through my domain and connected with the Seraphim, if only just for a moment. Oh, will I relish this.
okay, great, I have a new fear. It's called... what is even her name? God, I can't even remember right now. This is Mikleo's water ability. Cast Spectral Cloak and walk around invisible. You can sneak back out the obstacles that use sight to detect movement and move undetected past enemies set sense by sight. By touching an enemy weak against water, you can begin the battle with advantage.
Disappeared? What the hell was that?
Mikleo being a badass, apparently?
Cloak. You've been practicing in secret, haven't you? That was sweet.
I can think of a few times we could have used that.
We've gotta flee to the Knight's Tower.
Yeah, let's go saunter gently over to the Knight's Tower. Hang on, I gotta see this. All I can do is a fast walk. So does it just go till I turn it off? That's so cool! Sorry, I totally forgot her name in my panic. What the hell is she called? Forton, Cardinal Forton. Yes, I've got a new fear. She's terrifying. God, I don't want to ever have to fight that. It's okay. It's okay. Once again, we have a situation. So I wonder if I'm already seen. Can I become invisible and they'll lose my scent? I obviously don't have to sneak around these people, but I'm doing it because it's fun. Ah! Sorry for just appearing out of nowhere. This isn't the Knight's Tower.
Got a dash. You go on ahead.
Okay, don't
Okay.
kill too many people. Or, I mean, you do whatever, that's your job, I guess. Goodbye forever. Hey, Sergey. So, Cardinal Forton is scary. So she says.
I'm sorry I couldn't get more details. We were sort of running for our
I
lives.
think we should go see if he's actually... Anyone can say that
No.
he
that
ran
is
of his own
more than
volition.
enough. I'm just relieved that you weren't captured.
Are you guys gonna be okay? She seemed like she was really at a breaking point, that one.
It's the least I
Props,
can do.
Cleo. It wasn't. The least you could do was do nothing and we would all
I
die.
humble admiration for your bravery.
Oh my god, he can see where
It's
he is.
nothing, really.
It is nothing. All you did was blind her temporarily.
That's all.
We
You would
have
be
to do
dead.
something about her domain.
Those powers might help. Let's get the Pope to decipher that inscription.
Yeah, whatever we have to do, the
That'll be
Pope, finding the
tough if
Pope
we
seems
don't
like the
know where he
first.
is. The Knights
priority.
have been hunting him for a year now with no success.
Yeah, but they were assuming the whole time that the Cardinal was behind the disappearance.
Maybe he's in Cambria Caverns? Because there's that whole thing about there's a violent criminal fled here or something.
You do?
The village of Gadadin on the southern
Never
part
mind.
of the continent. We won't know for sure until we check it out, of course.
How did you get that information?
Yeah, say when? What? Who?
Well, let's just call it an industry secret.
No,
You know how
I
it
don't
is.
like that. Please tell us who you bribed or
Of
killed
course. I
for that
should have
information.
expected no less from the wife of the shepherd. Let us send a search team to Gadadin.
Hold on a minute.
How's that for an
I already
honorific,
expect
Rose?
that our
Don't you
side
feel
will
so
be
proud?
searching for the Pope.
A highly visible squadron of knights would essentially be a bright pink arrow pointed straight at him.
But someone who can put a bubble around themselves for 10 seconds.
We can operate covertly in small numbers. Let us handle Gadadin.
But that's far too much to ask.
Nah, should be alright.
Chill, Captain, we got this. What is it they say? Pope springs eternal?
Almost.
Abandon Pope! All ye who, don't go to Gadadin.
Okay, settle down.
That's about enough of that joke.
Gentle shepherd.
Actually, as for what you can do in return, do you suppose we could get a pass to Roland's?
Just
I might
not be
mistaken for
hunted
an
around.
ally of the Highland Army otherwise.
Hmm.
I have seen for myself the quality of your character. I shall prepare it immediately.
Many thanks,
Thank
good
you.
man.
That's a load off my mind.
Will not be stopped at any more.
There is something
Things.
I would like to impart to you as well. Would you please step outside for a moment?
Sure. Oh, are you gonna teach me the skill? The liony roar thing that was all like, this is a skill handed down in my country forever. Man, does he really have the power to just tell all of Roland's to not worry about the shepherd? You sure know how to gather intel, Rose. Comes with the job. Information is power, as far as I say. Something to impart. What does that mean? Well, it's Sergei we're talking about, so whatever it is, you can bet he's serious about it. Better go see what's up, don't you think? Yes. Why is one player one Mikleo right now? What did I do to make that happen?
Gadadin, eh? Further south of any village in the land. Takes a few days to get there and back. I pray that in your travels you will be able to confirm the safety of Boris and the others.
Oh yeah, well I guess he would have been searching wherever we're going to be likely to find the Pope, I guess, probably, hopefully. So, yeah, hopefully we do come across him. I'm terribly sorry, but I can't allow you to pass beyond this point. I hope this doesn't seem like I'm overstepping any boundaries, but please, you must find Pope Messenger for us. Working on it. I will do what I can. The idea that Pope Messenger fled of his own accord might not be entirely untrue. His family passed away several years ago, and since then he was wont to look forlorn. Oh, interesting. Interesting that it's not an all-the-way unthinkable tale. Whatever the whereabouts of the Pope, we shall stand beside the Captain. Anyone who does not is blind to the Captain's qualities as a Knight of the Empire. Our nation's eyes are upon us, and we must stand together for the people. Yes, that seems like a good idea. Even if he did abandon them,
The art I used?
is that worth the penalty of death? I guess in medieval times, that's pretty intense. Yeah, the one with the
That
big
is the
lion. Lions howl.
An art passed down through our
Lions
family.
don't howl, Sergei. I will not be calling it that.
I and my younger brother Boris are the only ones alive who know it.
Wicked.
But now I pass it to you as well. Wilt thou accept?
Sure. Sounds like fun.
Yes.
Oh, are you gonna have to fight me for it? Oh, okay, no. Is it it's hidden, right? Okay, cool. Which one should we put it over? Sure, why not over Heavily Torrent? That's just the boring neutral one that I always use. I've used it 1,344 times. Ah! Oh, God. Yow! Stop!
Well, you're a fast learner.
Yeah, and when you put it in the menu,
Must
makes it easy.
apologize That this feeble art is all an oaf like me may offer you.
Feeble?
Don't say that. It's incredible. Thank you so much, Captain Sergei.
Yeah, if that's just a guaranteed floor on the opponent, that's amazingly
I
helpful.
stand as equals. You may call me Sergei.
Oh, Sergei.
And you
I
may
already
call me
was.
Saray.
Soray. I am loath to believe the Pope just abandoned his post on us.
Does loath not have an E in it?
But I also sense that there may be another side to this unfortunate story.
Right.
I understand. We'll find the Pope and come back with the truth.
No matter what our aims are, we gotta... Finding the Pope is the only next step. Well met! Thank you. God is dead. But... oh, well, I guess we don't know that in this game. It's just being any JRPG, I assume we killed God at some point.
Information on the Pope?
Maybe. Seeing where the church's money was
Maybe.
going, is a little hint.
That's what I thought. You guys sure don't operate in the same way that the Knights do.
It would be slow going if they did.
An Assassin's Guild can't function without proper intel.
Assassins. Right.
Here is your pass, Soray.
Thank you. Our travel should be much easier now.
Oh, that's nice. I don't feel like I'm unwanted everywhere now.
So, but we've received word that Byroclef Ridge, which leads to Gadatan, has been blocked by rock slides.
The little squirt can kick rocks away, probably.
Could have been on the ridge right now.
If only we'd been a little bolder.
Rose! My punchline!
Adorable. But also, no, that place was covered by
What's the plan?
malevolence, and we would have died if we
You'll have
tried.
to go through Cambria Caverns,
Ah!
south of the Meadow of Triumph.
Well, ain't that just a friggin' coinky dink
Underground
for the
passage, huh?
ages?
No problem.
Did you see Rose's
Your
face
thing,
there?
isn't it?
She was like, "You excited about this? Are you kidding me?" That's exceptionally good, actually, because then we can restore the blessing to Lastenbell and get a bunch of souped-up gear before we head on to go look for the Pope. The entrance to Cambria Caverns is in the southwestern part of the Meadow of Triumph. It's a little difficult to locate, so keep your wits about you. I've seen it. Make sure not to veer off in the wrong direction, or you'll wind up on the road to Byroclef Ridge instead. We wouldn't want that. We shall raid in the Cardinal as best we can. I pray that you all remain safe from harm. I have the distinct sense that this man is gonna die while we're away. Please don't get killed by Cardinal Forton, that would be so upsetting. I need like at least one cool head in each city to like make sure corruption does not prevail. If you stray off the path leading south to Cambria Caverns, things get very confusing very quickly. You need to be on the alert at all times all the time in there. I will attempt to be on the alert all the time. I get so easily distracted though, so no promises. Gorsh, I'd like a save right about now. I get the feeling some kind of disturbance is going on in the castle or the church. Did something happen? Nah. That's probably fine. So I guess next episode... Woo! Next episode, what we'll be doing is, I'll head to Cambria Caverns, but I won't head all the way through to where the Pope is supposed to be just yet. What I'm gonna do instead, I think, is probably, I'd like to search for the Seraph that ran away, whose name I forget. Anyways, we'll go there, and hopefully find, I'll try and prioritize finding the Seraph so we can get the blessing restored to Lastenbell for, technical and 100% reasons before we do the story stuff, but we'll see how that goes for us. So south of the Meadow of Triumph, right? According to Sergei, at least. If we push south through the underground tunnel thing, I guess it'll dump us onto the road to Gadatan. Let's look for a lake in Cambria Caverns. Don't know if that's where the missing Seraph busted off to, but I'm guessing the Knights are gone by now, so it might be worth exploring either way. I'll remind you that it is a cave, though. Careful we don't get lost. How did we open that door from the Shrine Church without opening it while being invisible? That was impressive what we did. The Cardinal and the Pope.
Sure looks like the Cardinal's a Hellion.
Indeed.
Or at least commands them.
Though we have yet to discover its true form.
In other words, she claims to be serving the people, but in reality, she's just furthering her own ambitions.
A lot of that going around, eh?
Stupid humans.
For once, I'm kind of on board with you. Goddamn humans.
The pressure to do something, anything, most likely was channeled into her sense of self-justification.
Which is
So basically,
goddamn the other humans, basically.
Do you think the Pope jumping ship might have been what finally set her off?
That I couldn't tell you.
Your, job kinda depends on that, right?
Yep. That's why I gotta track down this Pope and see for myself just what kind of person he is.
To know how many daggers to throw at him.
Saray, you must gain the spiritual powers. Everything else comes second.
Right. Let's try and find the Pope.
I don't know, restoring a few of the blessings seems like it would be worth prioritizing. Food for thought.
Ugh, I ate too much today. My stomach's all achy.
I had that yesterday. I didn't sleep at all.
Yourself like that, Rose.
You shut up. I mean, never mind.
Can Seraphim get upset stomachs or gain weight?
To say it in a fairy tale sort of way, your thoughts become reality.
What's that?
I have no idea what you mean by
We
that.
won't gain weight from consuming calories, but we will from thinking, I'll gain weight if I eat this much.
That's terrible.
So does that mean you'll be okay as long as you don't think like that?
No. Denying the reality of things leads to malevolence. A seraph must not be detached from reality.
So provided you actually think, you do
You could say we're the same
gain
as
weight
humans.
when you
This
eat.
is so confusing.
Most interesting. Anyway, so we've obviously got our heading, so we'll be heading there next time. The next video going up on the channel, however, is, I think it's Tales of Symphonia. I'm pretty sure. We've got a new town to explore there as well, and we're going to be doing a bit of that, and maybe head out on the road? Nah, we're probably going to be in the town basically the whole episode. It's a big place we got to explore. How won't that be exciting? And this certainly was exciting. Man, yeah, oof. Not liking that Forton figure. Feeling like being as far away from that as possible. I'm not even feeling comfortable being in this city right now. But we shall see how that all pans out, won't we? And next time on Tales of Zestiria. So thank you very much for coming around this time. Hopefully I'll see you around. I'm just gonna be out of here now. Peace! So Levy can take this one down, right? She's doing 10 and 10. She can just precisely take this down, which is brilliant. I think that's what we want to do. And then maybe the idea is just thin a bunch of these people so that they have less people to go after Levy with. Because currently if I do that, then it's Hellfire 1, Hellfire 2, Meteor.